Hi everyone and welcome back. My name is Kit and today is Thursday, February 20th, 2020. So it is Thursday and I should be at work right now, but I took today off because my husband and I have an appointment tonight to get our taxes done. So he's gonna go do that and I'm gonna stay home with the girls. So I am home alone right now. It's just me and our dog Dakota. She's a 13-year-old husky and she's over there in the corner making noises. So if you hear anything, that's her in the corner making a bunch of weird noises like she's hacking up a hairball or something. But I have lots of things that I want to talk to you about in this video. So first things first, I placed an order at Hobium and I was watching Crystal from Bag O Day and she placed a huge order for Hobium and she was showing us some of the new yarns they have, some of the old ones that they had before, and I just decided to just stick with some clearance yarn. So everything that I show you today will be from their clearance section. So this is the first one I bought. And I don't know what language that is. Is that German? If you guys know if that's German, please let me know because it looks German to me. But this is in the color white. And this is a lightweight 3. And it is actually quite soft. It is a 200-gram ball. And there are 665 meters, which equals to about 720 yards. But it is very nice. And this one is only $2.70 per skein. So I bought 2 in the white. I also bought the same yarn in black. Did I tell you it's 100% acrylic? And it is quite soft. This actually reminds me a lot of Stylecraft Special. That's what I would compare this to. If you guys have ever felt Stylecraft Special, it's very similar. And then I bought 3 of the black ones. And then I bought this color. This is in the colorway Anthracite. And I am going to make a gingham blanket. So with these 3 colors, I am going to be making a gingham blanket. So it might not be anytime soon, like in a few months or so, I will be working on that. So let me go ahead and set this down. And then the other yarn I bought is this giant skein right here. This is a 500-gram ball. And it's classified as a lightweight 3, but I think it's like a thin 4. But it is quite nice. And there are 1,125 meters, which equals to about 1,230 yards. So I bought 1 giant skein in the color white. And I also bought it in this pink color. And this is called Heather Pink. Again, 500 grams. That's a giant skein of yarn. So I was thinking of pairing them up together to make a project, but I am not sure what I will be making. Probably a blanket because that's one of my favorite things to make. So this might become a blanket in the future. So that was my Hobium yarn haul. Like I said, I spent less than $50 on everything and I only stuck to the clearance yarn. And one more thing, I also bought some knitting needles. These are straight aluminum needles. It is 7 millimeters and it is 35 centimeters long. And it's Kartopu. And these are aluminum needles. So they're really lightweight. And I wanted these so I can knit some scarves for next year. So that's what I bought these for. So I can't wait to start using them. I don't think I've ever worked with aluminum needles. So we'll see how that works up. But that was my purchase, and it was $1.93 for the needles, and I wish I would have bought more because that was a good price. So that was my Hobium haul. Let's talk about my Knitcrate. I already opened it because I'm not going to go over everything with you guys, but I just wanted to show you the colorway that I got. So this is the colorway. It is in the colorway Sky, and then I also got the button. Very pretty button. And let's talk about the yarn for a little bit. So there is Creative Grandma. So I am very excited for her to work with Knitcrate to come up with the yarn. It is very pretty. and it is soft. It is Audine Wool's Shine Sport in the colorway Sky. It is 80% superwash merino, 20% tencel. It's a sport weight with 350 yards. It's a 100-gram hank, and it recommends a 2.75 to 3.5 millimeter knitting needles. I would probably use a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook to crochet with this. My plans for this hank, or these hanks, I am going to use these hanks to make the Just Feel Festive Shawl. I already downloaded the pattern. Now I am in search for a yarn to match this. So not this weekend, but next weekend, I am meeting someone. I think you guys will all know who she is. So we'll try to take pictures and stuff, but I don't want to say her name. She's another YouTuber and she lives fairly close to me, probably about 45 minutes to an hour away. So we'll meet up somewhere and we're gonna go to a local yarn shop where they sell hand-dyed yarn. So I definitely want to try to find some sport weight yarn or maybe fingering weight yarn to match this. And if I can't find anything to match this, I'm just gonna buy maybe 2 skeins or 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn and make that Just Feels Festive Shawl. So I cannot wait for that weekend. It's gonna be fun. So that was my plans for the Knitcrate yarn. I am actually not making any patterns from the Knitcrate, but I will use the yarn for something else. Let's talk about my one almost finished object. So here's a hot pad or washcloth, and this is using the crunch stitch, and this is gonna be donated to Wings. And I just have to sew in the ends. That's why it is almost complete. Let's go ahead and talk about my Season of the Granny challenge. So last week I showed you, I think it was last week, but I showed you one square that I have completed. And I didn't like this color at first, but it's growing on me and I'm starting to like it more. So this is finished. I just have to crochet up one more square. So this one will be for the front and then I will crochet a square for the back. And then I have crocheted a solid colored square for the side, so I need to make another one of these squares for the side, and then I will crochet a border and add little tassels or fringe, and my poncho will be complete. And I will not show you guys the finished object until March 18th. And while I was working on that, I whipped up my daughter's poncho really quickly. Sorry, I dropped it. But this is the colors that she picked out for her poncho. And it is almost complete. It's not quite there. And this worked up really quickly. I started it one day and then finished it the next because it is just using the granny stitch. And the yarn that I used for this one is Knit Picks Brava sport weight yarn. And I used a 5mm crochet hook. So it crocheted up really fast. And it is almost complete. I just have to add some fringe and her poncho is done. And I will let her model it for you guys when the poncho's finished. So sticking with crochet, I have one more crocheted project that I want to show you. I am using the Red Heart It's a Wrap Rainbow for this project. And it's in the colorway Nautical. So I bought 2 cakes of this. And I am only using 1 cake right now. And this is what I have left of that cake. So it is almost done. And I want to try to get it either done tonight or tomorrow night. But I am making a shawl. And I am using a 4.5mm crochet hook. And this is a pattern by Crystal from Bag O' Day, because we all love her patterns. And this is turning out really pretty, and I love it. I love the way the shawl drapes, and I like the way the yarn worked up. Now, it is not that difficult to use this yarn. You just have to be careful that you don't miss a strand, because I don't know if you guys have ever worked with this yarn. Let me see if I can show you without tangling it all up. But there's 4 separate strands. Now for this tutorial from Crystal, she used a different yarn. It's Ombre Life, I think. But there's 4 separate strands of yarn. And for some reason I kept missing 1 strand. So I had to frog it and then go back. But other than that, it's really easy to work up. It's not very difficult to use that yarn at all. And this is what the shawl looks like so far, and it is quite gorgeous. I love it. And I am working from the inside out, which I should have worked from the outside in, but it's okay. It's actually holding up its shape nicely, and I haven't tangled any of the yarn yet. Cross my fingers. But it is really nice, and I like the way it's working out. It's really lightweight and drapey. Very, very pretty. So I'm happy with that one. I've been working on it nonstop for a few days, so I should have it finished. I'm not going to say tonight, but maybe by Saturday I should have it finished. So that's what I've been working on nonstop. So enough about the crochet. Let's talk a little bit about knitting. So I want to show you that blanket that I've been knitting. So let me pause it real quick while I grab it. Are you guys ready to see the blanket? I will try my best to hold it up, but it is huge. So here it is. And it is a really, really big blanket, and I am almost complete. So I'm here at this orange color. So this is my last skein of this color. And all I have left to do is this section right here from the orange to this peachy color right here. That's all I have left. And I will try to knock it out this weekend. If I can't get it this weekend, then I will finish it next weekend for sure. So I cannot wait to get these off the needles and get another project on these needles. It's probably going to be another blanket. So I always like to have a knitted project or a couple of knitted projects and then a couple of crochet projects going at the same time. So that is my knitted blanket. It is almost done. My daughter's going to be very happy when it's done, so I can't wait for that. And I am also working on a shawl. So this is called the Textured Triangle Shawl. This is a free pattern on yarnspirations.com. So a few videos ago I had posted that I was having trouble with purling two together, and a lot of you left awesome comments, and I tried some of your suggestions and it worked, so I'm very happy. So this is what it looks like so far. It's still on my needles, and I started this last week, so I didn't get very far, so keep that in mind. And it's going to be a little weird because it's still on my needles. So this is what it looks like so far. It's worked from the top down. And this is the part where I was having trouble with, this lacy part right here. And I figured it out with everyone's help. And this is the spine. And it is a really pretty shawl. And it's meant to be like a full-size shawl, but I'm using thinner yarn, so I think it's going to end up being like a shawlette, and that's what I wanted. And I am using Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK in the color Oxblood. It is a very pretty color, and this is my color right here. And this is my ball of yarn. As you can see, I've frogged the work a few times. That's why the ball looks kind of wonky there. So I will be picking this up again soon. Just taking a little break so I don't stress out about it. But it's turning out quite nicely. So that's what I have been working on. So those are my two knitted objects that I'm still working on, and I want to knit more things as well. I just haven't had time. As y'all know, crocheting is a lot faster, so I can knock out a crochet project faster than I could a knitted project, but I still like them both the same. And I'm getting better at my knitting. I've only been knitting for about less than 2 months now, so I am getting better, I promise. I think that's it, you guys. I mean, I just need to find space for all this yarn. I have my ice yarn haul underneath my craft table right here, and my Hobium haul is gonna go right next to it until I find more space. I think I just need to clear off my shelves and just combine everything, and I will definitely have to work on that this weekend and rearrange things and find a place for all the new yarn that I had bought over the past few weeks. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Welcome all my new subscribers. I am glad you're here, and thank you guys for everything. Honestly, without you, this wouldn't be possible. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys can guess who I am meeting next, not this weekend, but next weekend, leave a comment down below and see if you can guess who it is. So I think you all might know. She doesn't live that far away from me, maybe about an hour or so. But it's just a fun little thing. If you guys want to leave a comment to guess who I'm meeting, that would be cool too. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. So have a great day, and if I don't see you over the weekend, have a great weekend. Bye now.